The good news, Mitchell are continuing the... Buh? Hey everyone, and welcome to a new installment of Split Second, serving an incomprehensible mishmash of memes and watches for nearly a year. My name is Julio, and I will be your YouTube monkey today. Let's dive right in. Before proceeding, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, ring that bell so you're notified whenever I publish a new video. As usual, we will start our episode with our customary wrist check. Today, I am wearing the Phoebus Eagle Ray GMT. Now, this watch has been discontinued for a little bit, but it might be coming back soon. If you want more information on this watch, you can click over here or in the link down below in the description so you can see a video I made on this very same watch. But I'm not here today to talk to you about the Phoebus Eagle Ray GMT. I am here to talk to you today about this bad boy. Oh yes, the Mitchell Timepieces Raider. It's been a minute since I've had this watch, and I'm only now getting around to reviewing it. You can see my unboxing of this watch here. One more thing before we continue. You may have noticed the includes paid promotion tag either down there or up here. I don't even know where they're putting it now. But I just want to clarify, I did pay for this watch. However, I was provided with a generous discount from Mitchell Timepieces. They did not get a say in what went into this review, and all opinions are my own. And now that we've made that disclaimer, on with the show, this is it. In a sea of divers. See? Divers? See what I did there? Whatever. It's tough to stand out in the microbrand world. One sure way of doing that is to put out something without a bezel that goes clickety-clack. Enter Mitchell Timepieces. While certainly not the only brand to put out aviation-style watches, Mitchell stands out by having it be their focus. The owner, Brad, is former Air Force, and all his pieces take inspiration from aviation. Now, as I just mentioned, today we will be focusing on the Raider, but please head over to the Mitchell Timepieces website, which I'm linking down to below, so you can take a look at everything else he has put out. One thing I find pretty neat about Mitchell is how they include the story behind each timepiece on the website. Now, I won't butcher the story behind the Raider, and I'm sure you all can read.
If those kids could read, they'd be very upset.
If only those kids could read. So I'll leave a link to the story. Let's just say that for such a simple looking watch, there's a lot of attention to detail that went into the design. At 42 millimeters, the Raider actually feels like it wears a bit larger. That's probably because the other 42s in my collection are all dive watches with the rotating bezels that take up a not inconsiderable amount of real estate. This fellow right here, though, is pretty much all dial. It is still very wearable with a lug to lug of 48.3 millimeters and a thickness of 14.3 millimeters. However, a good deal of that is due to the double dome sapphire crystal. The actual case itself is kept thin thanks to the Miyota 9039, which powers the watch. Nope, not a 9015, a 9039, the proper no-date version of this movement. No ghost position. Like I said, attention to detail. The lug width is 22 millimeters, pretty much on the button, which means you will never be short on strap options. And this thing is a strap monster. There's just something about that clean white dial that makes this thing go with anything. Okay, maybe not everything. The case, coin edge fixed bezel, signed crown, and case back are all made of 316L stainless steel. And speaking of the case back, check out that design. How cool is that? It's just another one of those details that Mitchell have managed to sneak in there. Also made of 316L stainless steel is the signed buckle, which fastens to a very comfortable strap. Padded canvas top, leather backing with the Mitchell Timepieces logo embossed there. And even though, like I said earlier, this thing is pretty much a strap monster, I rarely wear it on anything other than the factory strap. It's just that nice. The dial is very simple. The Raider comes in black or white with print in the opposite color. Mine is a white dial, which is fully loomed, and let me tell you, this is the only watch in my collection that I can always easily pick out in the dark if need be. Beneath the 12 is the Mitchell Timepieces logo, and above the 6 is the model name. Not advertised anywhere on the watch, though, is the 100 meters of water resistance, thanks in no small part to the screw-down crown. The Arabics are big, bold, and easy to read, as a pilot layout should be. And the printing is visibly premium. It might not be coming up well on camera, but there's actually a good degree of dimension there. It's almost like they're applied, almost like they're stickers. It's hard to tell. It's hard to describe. The minute track has smaller Arabics at 5-minute intervals and minute markers everywhere else, helping complete the look of a vintage pilot watch are a set of cathedral hands. Now, what do I like? Listen, it's no secret around here that I am an absolute loom fiend. I like glowy things, okay? And this watch seriously delivers in that area. The factory strap is super comfortable, and the case back is artfully done. I like that they went with the proper no-date movement, as well as having the peace of mind that having a screw-down crown gives me. I also love having a high beat movement in the back of this. The smooth sweep of the seconds hand is really lovely. I'm a bit on the fence about it not having a date complication. On the positive side, you just set the time, wind the watch, and go. No need to play around with the date to set it to the day before in case the watch is in PM or whatever. On the negative side, well, what do I wish were different? I like date complications, alright? Whenever the watch on my wrist doesn't have a date on there, I always find myself missing it. So, I am indeed of two minds here. As far as the loom goes, yes, it is great to have a fully loomed dial, but the execution in general gets a A- from me. See, the initial burst is awesome, and everything is nice and clear. But when the loom has faded a bit, especially if you're waking up in the middle of the night and checking the time, the hands, well, they sort of blend into the dial. I would have loved to see some C3 on the hands to contrast with the BGW9 on the dial, or to have the hands be blacked out so that they're distinguishable from the dial at all times. While comfortable, there is one thing about the strap that bugs me. I wish it were leather reinforced right here. As you can see, there's already some fraying there. Some people, though, may like that look, so, to each their own. QC issues? Well, none that I could find. If you see anything here that I missed, or if you own a Raider that has had QC issues, leave a comment down below. The final verdict. The Raider is a classic, vintage-looking watch, with the robustness of more modern watchmaking behind it. There's very little not to love here. Now, if you want your own Raider, I have good news, and I have bad news. The bad news? This is the last one. Tough luck, suckers. The good news, Mitchell are continuing the legacy of the Raider with a spiritual successor, the Seikograph. Taking inspiration from the Hamilton Seikometer pocket watch, the Seikograph provides you with a chronograph where the registers only take up half the space. As you can see, the design language is very Raider-esque in nature, and it even comes in the same colors. And yes, for all of you fellow loom fiends, the white one is a full loom dial. The watch will be powered by the ST1901, known to most in the community for being the heart of the Seagull 1963. You just cannot get a more affordable, fully mechanical column wheel chronograph movement. Pre-orders of the Seikograph are available now, and it will be shipping soon. Now, you can use code SPLITSECOND30 to get $30 off of your pre-order. Now, that is not an affiliate code. I don't get anything from your use of it. I just want you guys to get the best possible price on what promises to be an awesome watch. Now, what did you think of the Raider? Do you agree with my assessment? Am I absolutely clueless? Let me know in the comments down below. That'll be it for today. Stay safe, mask up, and be kind to each other because life can change in a split second. Whoa! You made it all the way to the end of the video? Really? That's amazing. Even I don't make it all the way to the end of the video. Well, if you like what you saw, click here for another video and click here to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I publish a new video. Thanks for watching.